Hello everyone. Today I have a very, I call it one of those cars that, they're somehow a little bit rare on the road. You don't see much of them, but they are actually great cars, which is the Honda HRV. Now, the old HRVs, when we used to see them on the road, they looked very, let's say, dull, boring, just a simple economy car that you would take from point A to point B to your work. And it would just be cheap, simple to use, just straight to the point, 4-cylinder. But this new HRV, I was actually very impressed with the new design. It's completely refreshed from the exterior and even in the interior. It's just a whole new car. And I actually love it. I do love it. It's a very nice car. Now, let me start and tell you all about it. Exterior, interior, performance, how it drives, the comfort-wise, and finally the pricing. So, let's start. First things first, the moment that you see the car from the outside, it is actually very, or let's say, super sexy. It looks beautiful. It's really nice. I really love the sportback roofline, how they made it a little bit sporty, and which is a really good point. Now, the taillights are really cool. I love how they made it like a light bar, that goes from the right to the left. It's just really cool when you look at it at night. It gives it this really neonic or retro vibe, basically. I like that. And it looks very menacing and sporty, although it's a very small and cute crossover SUV. Now from the front, there's something that I really liked, which is how Honda, they kept their DNA somehow. Like when you look at the grille, the front, it kind of look a mix between the Honda Accord and the Honda Civic. It's just as if they took the grille from the Honda Accord, just reshaped it a little bit, made it a little bit smaller, and just put it again on the HRV, which is kind of cool. I really love when brands or manufacturers, they kind of keep their DNA language, or let's say the language styling, within their models. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, I like it. Interior wise, super simple, just really, like the simple, straightforward, straight to the point, Japanese styling. Now there's a lot of plastic, but that's fine. I mean, we're not paying a lot for this car, so you would expect some plastic like on the dashboard, on the door panel. But for me, it is actually really super fine. The seats, they're all leather, but sadly they're not electric. And yeah, it just makes it a little bit less practical, but they're very comfortable. I mean, they just hug you in a way where you just feel very comfortable and you don't sway a lot, which is nice. I love even the color on it. It's this nice beige color. Doesn't look cheap, doesn't look very expensive neither. And the center storage that you get here is pretty decent. You can put your wallet, a couple of coins or some cash and some cards. So yeah, practicality wise, big yes. You get an extra storage at the front where you could put your phone or some other stuff too. You get 2 USB inputs. And now my favorite part is to control your climate control. You can do it with knobs. It's just much more simple and easier than, some touchy stuff. You get what I mean. Sadly, you don't get the dual climate control. It's just a very basic climate control, although the AC is super good. Infotainment screen, 8-inch, very decent, although it looks a little bit outdated. I mean, it's not that quality where you feel it's those, the new, the new gen type of screens, but it's just very simple, straight to the point. You get Bluetooth, you get Apple CarPlay, you get Android Auto, but there's something weird about it, which is to connect your Apple CarPlay, you can do it wirelessly, and for your Android Auto, you have to do it with a wire. So I kind of don't understand this, but I guess it's just one of those things that every manufacturer does weirdly, let's say. For the steering wheel, I really like, you get the leather around it. At the right, you get the buttons to control your adaptive cruise control, and on the left, you can control your media, soundtracks, volume, and You can use your voice call and all of the other stuff that is standard in any other car. For the cluster screen, very basic. It's all analog, although in the middle you get a digital display where you could look at your fuel efficiency, how much miles have you done. Now for the boot, it's around 320 liters of space. You do get some extra spaces like on the left and on the right, some small compartments. For the tailgate, it's not electric. Sadly, it is manual. It is actually a little bit heavy, but you know, that's fine. All good. For the back seats, they're really super spacious. I mean, you get plenty of room between your knees and the front seats, and which is one of my favorite things. I don't feel claustrophobic in the back. A center armrest where you get 2 cup holders. Now, there's a very nice feature. On the right and on the left, you get a small knob where you get 3 options to control the air vent, you know, the direction of the air. The first one, which is obviously, we close the air vent fully. And in the middle, you get the usual air vent direction. And the third one, now we all know sometimes when we just increase the AC, especially like in the hot weather, you get a little bit of air that comes in your eyes and just hits your head, and then somehow it gives you like a headache, or you feel that your eyes are becoming a little bit sore. The Honda HRV gets a very cute engine, which is a 1.5 liter producing around 120 horsepower and 130 Newton meter of torque. And there's another really cool feature, which is the roof at the back. You can actually remove it with some brackets. Super easy to do so. You just have to remove it, and like whenever you want to put it back, you just plug into these brackets. There's something else that's cool about it too, which is the magic seats. I mean, that's how Honda called them, the magic seats. You can just pull it up if you want to put your bicycle or if you want to put some other stuff inside. Now for the noise isolation, it is kind of mediocre. Let's say you still hear some noises from the tires. I was going 120, 130 on the highway, and it was just not bad actually. Where I'm gonna end this review. So the pricing. You wanna know the pricing, yeah? It's not expensive, neither it is cheap. I mean, there's a lot of cars from other competitors where you get a little bit more features and with the same reliability, but with a lesser price, let's say. The price of this Honda HRV is around 900,000 dirhams. It does deserve the price. Somehow it doesn't deserve the price. I'm like myself a little bit confused about it. But if you tell me, would I buy this car? Yes, I would buy the Honda HRV. It would be on my short-listed cars, let's say. Let me know your opinions down in the comments, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you on the next one. Peace.